Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 10th of October 2021. Just a little bit of housekeeping before I get into this. I have an email newsletter, and if you are an existing subscriber, I've had a few problems with the old email service, had to change it, and the new one's a little bit more professional. So it's one of these ones where you'll get an email saying confirm your subscription, and once you click the button you'll then continue getting the email newsletters through every Sunday, which is when I send them out. But you'll need to sort of find in your email inbox and click on that thing before you'll get any more newsletters. So just a heads up on that one for you. And if you're new to the email newsletter and you're interested, if you go through to fairplaynow.net/contact, there's one of those email sign up forms there. So you just put in your first name, your email address, and then in the message box below it, just say yes please, and that will let me know that you want to go on it. Might take a couple of days because that part of it's sort of manual and I have to do it manually, so but within a couple of days or so you'll get a welcome email from me, and you'll also get again one of these confirm your email subscription things through as well, which you'll need to click on before things go any further. So, well, you know the drill with these things. So with that said, let's get on with it. I was listening to Sheep Farm podcast again, their latest one, and they were saying that one of the reasons why so many people out there refuse to question the narrative or have such a difficult time listening to us is because if they accept what we say, that then sort of brings on the question of why it has been done. And once you start asking that question, you go down through some very, very dark rabbit holes indeed. But to be honest with you, I can't see why it's just got to be us, because this is the truth, this is what's going on, and I don't see why it's got to be us who has to bear the brunt of this, to sort of take up the entire weight of this thing. It's us whose mental health is suffering, and I've never really thought I've ever had mental health issues before, and I'm sure I don't at the moment, but you can kind of just feel it. It's like an elastic band, it's stretching, and you just don't know when that breaking point is going to come. And it would just be so nice if so many more people just kind of accepted what is going on and took over the reins just a little bit from the likes of us who have been under this strain for 18 months, or the best part of 18 months now. And yet so many people just refuse to listen to the truth, just keep on swallowing the narrative, and this is why things aren't sort of really moving forward at any sort of great pace at all. But I have got a resource for you which I'm going to recommend. It's not on YouTube for obvious reasons, so you're going to have to get to it through my website, fairplaynow.net/must, which is short for must see videos. And once you get through to that page, I'll leave a link to my website site page in the comment section below. Sorry, not the comment section, it won't appear there, but in the description box below. So bottom right corner of this video, you'll see a little down arrow, tiny little thing. Click on that, description box will open up and you'll see the link to my website. Go through to that, and then the very top sort of big red button, you'll get through to this video, and it's something called LurgyLand. It's produced by InfoWars. Now I know the guy there isn't everybody's cup of tea, but he only sort of talks in a relatively small part of it, or small part of the time, and his kind of presentation style is somewhat toned down as well from his sort of normal, really sort of brash, fairly grating style that he normally has. So yeah, that aside, it is well worth watching, and it's the first of a 5-part series. It's going to be a 5-part series, but just the first one is so eye-opening, and it's going to form a valuable historical document because it just goes through everything from day one and just shows you, it kind of shows you kind of exactly what has been going on, why the likes of me and everybody else who thinks like me thinks this is a load of nonsense, and why we've been so suspicious from pretty much day one. And it just shows everything, even things that perhaps you and me on the same wavelength have probably started to forget about as well. So it's a good reminder for us as to exactly all the nonsense that's been going on. So I hope I've given you a bit of a sort of a good introduction to it, sort of whetted your appetite a little bit about it. But it is a really good one to sort of get out to, maybe not your sort of real typical normie, but certainly if you suspect you've got one or two people who you think might be a little bit coming around to our way of thinking just a little bit, you know, getting a bit more receptive to what we've got to say. And I think more and more people are like that now. This is a good one to get them to watch, and it really is an eye-opener, certainly for them, you know, people like that, but also for us really as well. It's a fantastic one to watch, and if you're sort of watching this and you just think I'm sort of crazy nut, you know, sort of lurgy denier or whatever, yeah, just watch this LurgyLand thing and you will understand where we're coming from a lot more by the time you get to the end of it, I think. So I'll leave it there, just be the one video today, because I've got quite a lot of other bits and bobs to do. Back tomorrow, and as I say, the link to the video, well, link to my website, which will then get you to the link to the video, will be in the description box below. Tim from Fair Play now, thanks for watching.